What is up, everyone? KenDog2000 here, and guys, today I am bringing you another Minecraft mod review. And as you guys can tell already, we are taking another look at the Minecraft shaders mod for 1.7.2. And guys, this mod, as always, is just completely amazing. For what it's able to do, it just makes Minecraft look absolutely insanely beautiful, and it just makes the game completely different to the normal person's eyes. So let's get into it. So guys, to start off, the shaders mod now is completely updated by someone different. It used to be always updated by Sonic Aether, or Sonic Aether. He used to always update the mod, but he has stopped updating it, I believe, after 1.5. So now from 1.6 to now and to the future, it has been updated by Karyonyx, who has been doing an awesome job of making this mod completely amazing and with all the settings and stuff. I just want to point out some fact though. You might notice there might be some lighting bugs, like right here, as you can see right here. That is a problem between all the mods, including Forge, the shaders mod, and it's also between the shader packs for all the bugs and for the lag if you see any. So I just want to warn you all about that right now. We are going to start this off in just a moment. I just want to say that everything, all the shader packs you do see, I do not have a link to all of them directly. However, I'm pretty sure almost 99% of them are on the forum page, and all the other ones you can pretty much just Google up and they will come up. So let's get started. So to start off, guys, of course you have nothing. This is what usually Minecraft would look like. Obviously Minecraft looks a little bit better than this, just with the shaders mod. It just removes all the shadows and stuff. But yeah, so that's that. Internal, I don't believe is really much of a difference. Never really seen the difference between internal and not. These shaders are a little bit trippy. If you see already, it's acid shaders. That's the name of them. They make it so everything like waves around you, like how the leaves would normally wave in a normal shader pack. They make all the blocks and terrain wave. I'm not going to let you suffer by watching that view, so we're just going to go to the next shader pack, which is Chocopic version 3's. We'll start off with the light version, and we'll go all the way up to the ultra. Light version, definitely the one I prefer to run on my current PC until I get a better one. This is definitely the shader pack I could run perfectly fine if I wanted to play maybe a game with it or something. I personally wouldn't use this shader pack because it's very, very bright. I don't really enjoy using it because of the brightness. I've enjoyed using the new Chocopics, which we will get to in a few minutes. But as you can see here, these shader packs just look very, very, very nice. For a low shader pack, I must say though, these are very, very advanced. They make it look completely amazing. Now onto the low, which is a huge step up from the light, surprisingly. They're not as bright as the light ones are, but they do add a lot more shadows, and it just looks completely amazing. And they're not even that much of a difference in frame rate decrease. It's actually only a couple frames. It gets a little bit laggy, as you can see as I went over there. But it's not really too big of a hit. So now we're going to go into the mediums. These are going to get a little bit more extreme. As you can see, they pretty much all look the same. We'll just go through them all. I don't have the high, I guess, one in here. I guess we just go straight from medium to ultra. As you see right here, we'll go right to the ultra one. The ultra one is just like the one I would use, just definitely for taking screenshots to make sure there's not as many bugs and the shadows look completely smooth. As you can see right down there, you'll see the shadows just look really smooth compared to the low ones. If we go back to the low, you'll notice the low ones are kind of just like there. They're just kind of like round and square. They're not as perfect as they are in the ultra one. That's why I normally use the higher quality shader packs for taking screenshots, and maybe the lower ones toward the middle when I want to play with them. So next we're going on to the Chocopic 13 version 4s, which I personally like better. The low one seems to actually have no shaders, which I don't know if it's just the time I downloaded. Maybe I got a broken version. I'll have to re-download them. But as you can see here, this one has absolutely nothing. It's actually very laggy, so I'm not too sure about that one. But if we go over to the medium one, this one is definitely a very, very nice looking shader pack. This one reminds me of the Sonic Aether Unbelievable Shaders version 10s, or as people call them, Zeus. The Zeus version 10s, it sort of reminds me of that mixed with the version 3s Chocopics. And you can see right here, these look just very, very nice all throughout the building. So yeah, that's that shader pack. Next, we're going to go on to the high version of it. As you can see here, it's just, once again, pretty much just the same with just the shadows and how, like, the way they cut through. Same with the Ultra and then all the way up to even Extreme. It's just pretty much how smooth the shadows are. This Extreme, oh, am I on the right one? No, there you go. As you can see here, it's just pretty much just the way the shadows come through and how nice the whole bloom effect is. That's the only really difference between all of them. But once again, personally, I choose to go for the higher ones when I going for screenshots or thumbnails or wherever I may be. Next is the high performance shaders. Simply, guys, this one is really actually easy to find. I don't remember how I found it. I believe I just searched up high performance or non-laggy shader packs. This one came up. I do not have the direct link for it. If I do, I will link it down below, but I'm pretty sure I don't have the link for it anymore. But this one, guys, is just kind of like just your standard shader pack, but it has like the right amount of shader in it just to make it run perfectly smooth. But of course, as you can see here, as I get closer to things start fading in. But that's just the thing, because you're going to have to sacrifice some quality in order to get the good FPS. So that's just one thing you have to take aware when you go for the lower shader packs. You got to sacrifice some quality, but you will get the better frame rates you're looking for. Next is one of my personal favorites, the Cry PPOX shaders. As you can see here, guys, this is the one that has a nice blue gloomy effect right over it and has just perfect colors. I love the colors in this one because they're just like more contrast than normal shader packs tend to go for. Normal shader packs tend to stay more around normal Minecraft, while this one decides to take a twist and go more toward a deeper blue color, which I really, really like. I definitely prefer this for one of my top favorite shader packs. Next one is Mr. Meep's X3's shaders version 3.0 RC1. These ones are very PC intensive to run, but as you can see here, they have the amazing gloom effect that not many other shader packs can offer you. I personally prefer this for when I play on servers that have like extreme looking cool builds on there, such as maybe MC Parks or MC Magic, 2 Disney servers. They're both Minecraft Disney servers. Whenever you're near the castle or something and you have this shader pack on, it just makes them stand out perfectly awesome. It adds like the cool magic effect to certain servers, just like those. So I definitely prefer that for those type of moments. So next we have the, I'm not even going to try pronouncing it, the cell shaders. As you can see here, guys, these are pretty much simple. They're supposed to replicate the Borderlands 2 or Borderlands in general, how it's all surrounded by like a black outline. As you can see here, if we just bring out some of the blocks, they're pretty much all surrounded by this black little outline. It's just good for a different shader pack, you know. I don't prefer usually using these because I don't think they're really super shaders. I can see these more being a texture pack, but then once again, it also has the stuff that a lot of texture packs obviously wouldn't be able to do, so I can't call it that. But they're definitely there for you guys to offer. You guys just have to look that one up once again, and they should come up. Next one is Paolo's Laglish RC4's shader packs. These are actually very non-lag, really too much intensive shader packs. As you can see here, this shader pack comes in very, very nice. Has a very nice effect on the water. I really like the way that water looks in there. It just looks extremely awesome. It looks like sort of like a modern type of water style. I like it. I actually found this shader pack through iPod Mail when he did a review on it. So we gotta give a thumbs up to him. That was very, very cool shader pack. Next, of course, is one of the top shader packs that everybody knows about, Rudu Plays, but is probably one of the laggiest shader packs available. These definitely require a really strong PC to run. As you can see here, my PC is struggling a little bit. You can definitely probably see it in the video. I'll just kind of stay still right here so you can see it. It has a very, very nice effect, of course, but once again, they are extremely laggy. It also depends on your hardware. I am running this on a laptop, a decent performance laptop. It's not a really super like Alienware or anything, so I can't expect it to be running perfectly smooth. But next, as you can see right here, we have the SAS version 6 Lite DOF. These ones came in a whole shader pack bundle. That's where a lot of these ones came from. But as you can see here, these have just a nice little depth of field added to them. I really like the way the depth of field shader packs look out, or look when they're being in use, because you can see here as we go to like the version 6 and stuff, you just see it just adds like a perfect effect, like especially if you want to take a thumbnail, just like you want to take like a thumbnail like right here, just like that one part of the building, or like right there. Some other reason you want that glowstone block. It'll blur out everything surrounding it, and it just looks really, really, really awesome. Mostly for screenshots, I prefer the depth of field ones for. And then of course, with the version 7 lights, I believe these ones do not. Yeah, these ones do not have the depth of field. I don't know if the ultras do. I think they might. Yeah, the ultra has the depth of field. You can see here, this depth of field looks completely amazing. Amazing. As you can see here, we'll just look over here right at the fences, and it's just makes the perfect amount of light come right in. You see right there, and everything's blurred around it. I think it just looks really awesome. So big thumbs up to that shader pack. Next, we're going on to the Sonic Aether shader packs. One of the more ones made for the mod in specific. So right here we have the Zeus version 8 lights. These ones aren't really hard to run on your PC. Surprisingly, of how much shader is implemented into this one, it is actually running very decently on here. If you are obviously on a better PC and a better map, this would probably run a lot smoother as well. I personally just prefer going for the bigger, maybe a little bit more laggier maps. I tried getting this on a super flat so it wasn't too laggy, which also the map will be down below in the description. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. But depending on the map you're on, if you're on my old single player world that you've loaded out decently, it probably won't be as laggy as this may be, because this is an older world and it's more has tons and tons of items in it. And as you get more toward the modern like servers like Corralises and stuff, where there's tons of item frames and picture frames trying to load, that's where the lag starts building up. But as you see here, we'll go to the standard one with no motion. This one is very, very nice. I prefer definitely the Zeus version 8s are definitely good for taking screenshots with. Because they just have like the perfect amount of shaders. It's not too much, not too little. As we go over here to the Zeus version 8s, I like these ones. Yeah, these ones with the motion blur. It looks pretty laggy for me for motion blur. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to go for the basic image of what these shaders look like. Just basically, just ultimate nice looking shaders coming down. And I definitely prefer these for screenshots and such, because these are just very, very simple, but very nice at the same time. Next, we're going to go on to the Zeus version 10. I'm not going to click on the RC7 version because I don't think it's very compatible with this one. We'll just see. I'm not even going to excuse me, I'm not going to look too much at it, because you see here, it just kind of like adds a really it doesn't look like it's like set up the right way. I think there's something wrong with this one. That is probably the laggiest shader pack I have right there. Next, we're going to the Zeus version 10 lights. And I gotta say, for another light shader pack, these are very, very well designed. As you can see here, once again, as you go up from texture pack, you'll see my character shadow over here has like the little squares and stuff surrounding it. But then as we go straight over to the Zeus version 10 Ultras, you'll see right here that all those shadows instantly become a little bit smoother and such. And as you can see here, there is a pretty big difference between the two in the bloom sort of effect. But I definitely prefer the lights, honestly, because they are less laggy, and they actually do look very nice for a light shader pack. This is another one. They do look completely awesome. These and the Zeus version 10s are the ones that look really nice at night. So let's just go down to 15,000. As you'll see here, these ones have a very, very nice nighttime effect to them. And as we go over here back up to the Ultra, the standards are just pretty much just in between. They're like not too much, but not too little. They're not too bad on the frame rates. And if we go, of course, Zeus has their own Ultra DOF. I think just the normal Ultra right here with no blur, it looks really awesome. One thing I've always loved about the Sonic Aether's Unbelievable Shaders version 10s is how the water looks. I mean, I gotta say, that is just completely awesome. And I believe it's in effect with the stained glass as well. We'll have to set it to daytime. Set it to, what time did I set it before? Right here, 500. Yeah, it works off this glass as well. It makes the complete black stained glass look a little bit different. I remember Corrales pointing that out in one of his videos. But as you can see here, just the water just looks absolutely amazing in this shader pack. I love the way it looks in there. But now next we're going to go on to the Sonic Aether Unbelievable Shaders version 10.1 previews. Now I do have a modified version of the preview. If you just Google it up online on how to make the, I think you just Google up SEUS Zeus version 10.1 volumetric clouds or whatever. You can get actually the clouds that he mentions on his forum page. You could actually get them to work in the game, because normally there would be clouds all the way up there. But as you can see right here, just with the version 10.1s, there's a nice, nicer bloom effect to it, and there is a whole nicer effect in general with the sun and the lighting. So we'll just head back over here to the Zeus version 10 Ultras. You'll see it's just like a complete, it's a little bit different. This is more of like just a dull type of, Zeus version 10s are more just like a dull, but Zeus version 10.1s add a little bit more of an effect to it. And we'll go on to the cloud ones. The cloud ones, for some reason, I believe that's the reason they're not implemented yet, they are extremely laggy. I'm only getting a solid 10 FPS with it. Even if no matter what I do, it's just solid lag. But as you can see here, it adds the volumetric clouds up in the sky that actually do look really amazing. And it also does add the natural fog too. It's very laggy, I apologize. But as we turn weather, rain. If we turn the rain on, you'll see with this, once you have the clouds enabled, it does make the whole surrounding area foggier, which is a very, very nice effect. As you can see, if we go back to the one that does not have the volumetric clouds in it, if we go back to the non-preview, you'll see, I don't believe it has that in there. Oh, it does. Never mind. My mistake. But as you can see here, this shader pack does a nice job of adding realism to the game. So I love the way it works. So when it rains, the whole game becomes foggy, because it makes it look, it makes it a really, really cool implementation. I mean, it's something small. It's not too big of a deal, but it just looks really, really nice. So let's turn the weather back to clear, and we'll head on to the final couple shader packs. So right here we have the Sitters Basic version 1.0.2s. As you can see here, they're pretty much just simple shaders. I think these are more made for Mac PCs, so Macs can run the shaders mod as well. That one's pretty simple. And then if we go over here, we have the Sitters Basic version 1.0.2s or 1.02s motion blur. And right now, guys, I'm capturing, and I usually capture and render and upload at 30 FPS. That's the way I render my videos. That's the way I capture them in Fraps. But this, guys, honestly, even while I'm playing at 30 right now, because it's locked in Fraps, it honestly feels like I'm playing at like 60. And then when I'm not recording and I'm actually getting like about 60 with this shader pack, it feels like I'm playing at 120 and up, because just the smooth motion blur just makes it seem very smooth. I don't recommend playing with that 24/7, especially if you don't have very good eyes, like especially if you have pretty bad eyes like I do. My eyes aren't the greatest, and that would really mess me up. But as we go right here, now we're going to the Sitters Vibrant Pre 7.1s. These are very advanced versions of Sitters shader packs, but these aren't even too bad on the frame rate, and these look very, very nice. I gotta say, these are definitely one of my most favorite shader packs, just because it has a nice colorization to it without going too far, because it stays around the basic look of Minecraft as well. And then on top of that, not being laggy is also a big up. And then another special feature is there's actually not that many bugs with this shader pack as there is with a lot of other ones. This one runs very smooth. And if we go over to the max one, I believe this one just adds the depth of field to the factor. So if you wanted the depth of field into it, it just works very nice. So if we see over here, I like the way that looks. Where if we just hit F1, we can just zoom in over there. Or if we like wanted to, once again, get something like right over here, we just wanted to get just the doors or something. Definitely very good for that. But I'm pretty sure that's about it for all the shader packs to go over. The shaders mod is pretty much a simple installation. All you have to do is pretty much just toss it in the mods folder, and it pretty much just works. It's not really much you actually have to do with it in order to get it to work. So once again, I definitely recommend the shader pack. Or all the shader packs I've reviewed, I definitely recommend most of them. They're all really, really nice shader packs. And all the people who make the shader packs, including Karyonix, who makes the shaders mod, put a lot of work into this, and it has become very successful. And I definitely gotta say, job well done. I'm very messing up very much with my voice this episode. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this review. If you did, be sure to leave a like and comment down below if you guys have anything you would like to recommend to me. Any other shader packs? I would love to go over them. If you have another shader pack you recommend, just let me know down below. You post the link down there, and I will be sure to try to review that one as well. Maybe in a separate video as like another add-on to this one. But other than that, guys, that's about it for this video. So once again, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Check out my other shaders mod review. That was the older shaders mod. I just did an updated one because there is new shader packs out. The mod is completely different now, so I want to just get that all out to you guys. But yeah, so that's about it, guys. So thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. See ya.